everybody all around the world. I would like to say namaste. Good evening, India. Good morning, United States. Good afternoon, Europe, and probably good night, Australia, but not wake up, Australia. We are still here. So happy celebration to all of you of the soft launch of huge Indian market. Thank you very much for being there together with us on this fantastic day where we will celebrate and together with you get the knowledge about the excitement what we are bringing as a company to this huge market. We will have on our panel today our CEO, our Chief Sales Officer for India, our product manager, and all the people who are excited to bring this business together with you all to the next heights. In order to be really professional, we will also provide even the translation to Hindi, which you can find in your right corner where you have to press interpretation and you'll get translation to Hindi, to German language and to Hungarian language. I invite you to enjoy this event together with all of us, and our first speaker today is Orion Saleh, one-star global president in Zinzino, and I'm inviting him to start our event. Orion, are you here with us?
Yes, I'm right here with you, and I'm very excited to be with everyone on this great day today. I remember 28 years ago, when I was sitting in my very first meeting, looking at an opportunity as a potential direct seller, a potential networker. Just like you might be watching this today and it's the first time you look at the company, it's the first time you look at the opportunity of direct selling, often called network marketing, and you're sitting there and you're wondering, what can happen? If I join Zinzino today on this launch day, what will happen? And I know that my drive when I came into that meeting was that I wanted to be successful. And I hope that you have some of that urge inside of you where you say, well, I want to be a part of a business that is doing something great. I want to do something extraordinary for myself, for my family. I want to do something for my village, for my country. I want to do something that is extraordinary. And I hope that you say to yourself, I want to be successful. I want to be one of those people that breaks out, breaks free, becomes the best that I can be, becomes very unique. And when I'm taken back those 28 years, and it wasn't only 28 years ago, I might look at what happened 22 years ago, or 19 years ago, or even 15 years ago when we launched Zinzino, Hilde and I, as founders of the company or co-founders of the company. But we had that big dream. We saw that big vision that we could take this company, and not necessarily from the founders' perspective, even though we always have that with us, but from the networkers' perspective, from the direct sellers' perspective. We looked at it and we said, we can bring this to first a few hundred people, later a few thousand people, and eventually we had a big dream of bringing it to 100,000 and then millions of people. And today we live a reality where we dream about bringing it to tens of millions and hundreds of millions of people around the world. So I hope that you have with you that strong, passionate dream of what you want to achieve. And we have succeeded. We've made millions of euros in commissions. We've brought health. That's maybe a bigger achievement. We've brought health to tens of thousands. maybe even hundreds of thousands of people. We brought the business opportunity to tens of thousands of people across Europe, beginning in Asia, beginning in the US, and many have hundreds, maybe even thousands, have become successful through the years that we've been doing this. And today comes the day where we're bringing this to India. We're bringing this opportunity to you. An opportunity for you today watching here, and of course in the weeks and months and years to come, learning all the skills, learning all the things that you need to know to be able to build a business. But it's an opportunity to become very successful. It's an opportunity to become something very special, to bring out the absolute best of you. And you might wonder, and this is my closing on this opening, you might wonder, why are we bringing Zinzino to India? Is it only the business opportunity? Because you do have many business opportunities in India already. It's not necessarily that we need another business opportunity. Is it only about the dreams? Is it only about the money? And I can say you 100%, absolutely not. We're bringing this opportunity to you and to India because we believe that what we have in our products, in the Ascent Oil and in the Balance Test, this unique test-based nutritional concept is something that will change your life. It will change your family's life. It will change, and soon we're going to hear more of it from the experts. It will change people's lives in your city, and it'll change lives across India. That's why we're bringing it in. And that's how we started with a balance concept, was when I got the products 8 years ago. I was very ill. I had a lot of stomach cramps, a lot of stomach problems. I had a lot of things that were missing in my life. Yes, I was successful. I was already a multimillionaire. And it looked from the outside that life was very good. And yes, I had a good family. I've got the greatest wife on earth. At least that's what I think. I hope every man think that about their wife. And I had opportunities, and I had friends, and I had all of those things. But I was about to lose my health. And when I got the balance test, I knew that maybe that could give me an answer, the answer that I needed to fix my health. And when I started taking the balance oil, I got my stomach health back. I got my fitness back. I got my joy back. I got my energy back. And I got a proof with a second balance test that this was the best nutritional concept that was ever given to anybody on this planet since the earth crust cooled. And that's why we're bringing it to India today, creating the best product opportunity. And that, I believe, will also be your best business opportunity in your life. So I hope that you become a part of this team, and I hope that the products and the business becomes a big blessing to you.
Thank you very much, Orion, for our introduction. And I would like to ask one of our scientific research specialists, Colin Robinson, to invite on stage, and he will share with us the information, what is different from all of our product, what's inside this fantastic Ascent Oil. Colin, you are online.
Thanks, Andrew, and good evening, good afternoon, good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to me. My name's Dr. Colin Robertson. I'm a part of the research team. I joined Zinzino just at the end of last year myself, and the reason being is because I've spent the past 25 years working in everything from clinical health as a clinical exercise physiologist, all the way through to helping athletes prepare for the Olympic Games, to climb Everest, row across the Atlantic, you name it. I've worked in that space, but my key drive has been how to improve global health. And when I became aware of Zinzino and what Zinzino was about and its philosophy and its key flagship product, which I'm about to take you through now as quickly as I possibly can, I'm sure I'll get to speak to you about this again further down the road. I realized that this was a true game-changing product, and that what we had was a way to help the world to heal, to really invest in preventative health and help people to live better quality of life. So over the next 10 minutes, I am going to take you on a whistle-stop tour through our key product, which is the Ascent Oil, which is that game-changing product when it comes to health. Because prevention is better than cure. And something that's been left behind in our technical evolution is our cellular health and the importance of our cellular status. We all are, every single one of you, hundreds and hundreds of people on this call this evening, this afternoon, this morning, are a collection of billions of cells. And from the moment we're born, all the way through, those cells are turning over. Your health cannot be as optimal as it has the potential to be if you're not right at a cellular level. And this hinges off a key factor. And this comes down to the ratio between those polyunsaturated fatty acids, those omegas, principally omega-6 and omega-3. And we have a problem in the world that we are out of balance. For most people, we encourage them to increase their omega-3s in their diet and reduce their omega-6s. But it's nigh on impossible because the way in which food is produced nowadays, mass manufacture of production of foods, has changed the way we eat and what's available to us. And actually accessing those good quality sources of those omega-3s, particularly the marine-based omega-3s, the DHA and the EPA, have become harder and harder to achieve as our societies have changed and our dietary behaviors have changed along with it. So we have this out of balance ratio with regards to the food we consume and therefore what happens at a cellular level. And this is something that we need to be proactive about correcting. We have to do this in advance. This way we can put ourselves in a better state of preserved health. But we need to look at our diet, because on the left here, we've got our fatty fish, we've got our wild salmon, we've got our rich sources of those omega-3s. But the reality is most people consume the types of fish when they consume fish from the sources on the right. When it comes to those omega-9s, which you haven't mentioned, omega-9s play such a key role in our health status as well. Well, that comes from that virgin olive oil, that extra virgin olive oil from those olives. And yet, and it's very true over in India, 75% of Indian oil consumption comes from palm oil and soybean oil, which again is richer sources of those omega-6s. So when we look at dietary behaviors across the globe, we see this consistent pattern of shift and change towards those most manufactured, easier to access sources of foods and nutrients, which take further and further steps away from the sources that we actually need, that we've evolved from this planet consuming and being based upon. Our relationship with nature, with the planet, as we've progressed as a species, has relied on this. But there's been a fundamental change in how we do food. And so much of this has been left behind. In India today, we're seeing a young population with different eating habits. Things have changed. The world has changed. We've experienced this here in the UK, where I'm based, certainly in the US, all across mainland Europe, Australia, and we're seeing this in India as well. Every third person is a youth in India. And in approximately 7 years' time, the median age will be 29. Frozen ready meals already outpace any other subcategory of food, with double-digit growth in 2019. This is the same shift in dietary behavior that we've seen across the world. And McCain Foods India continues to be the leader. And they are producing mass manufactured ultra-processed foods, which give us direct access, more often than not, to some of the things we shouldn't eat, but definitely to increased sources of omega-6. No omega-3. We need to strike a better balance. We need to start to figure, how do we address this? How do we get that essential omega-3 back into the diet sustainably? There are 7.8 billion people in the world. In reality, to achieve this through our diet, we would have to be eating line-caught, wild, fatty fish 4 to 5 times per week. So do the maths, 7.8 billion times 4 to 5 per week. It's not ecologically sustainable. So we need to use 21st century food technology to better use, to create solutions and not more problems. When we have a look at omega status across the world, India, sadly, with its change in behavior, with this move towards fast food, less fish, what do we see? Well, we see a similar profile to this. We see an average omega-6-3 ratio of 14.8 to 1. So that means that within the cell, we have 14.8 omega-6 to 1 omega-3. And really, we want that ratio to be less than 4 to 1 in order for us to reach that plateau, that level in which we know those inflammatory markers are down and the status of the cell is optimized. We get this nice permeable membrane. Nutrients can get in, toxins can get out, and the cell is a happy place to be. When we look at people who consume other types of omega-3 product, the fish oil industry, what do we see? Well, we see a bit of an improvement, but we still don't see people reaching the required level. We see this now on average across the world at 9.9 to 1. So still way outside the required range of that 4 to 1. But this is what we see. And there's good reason for that. And we at Zenzino agree with the next statement, is the fish oil doesn't work. There's a key element missing from fish oil, and that it's not attached to the polyphenol. The polyphenol, going back a moment ago when we discussed our virgin olive oil, the polyphenol is key to this. Wherever we find omega-3 in the wild, it is attached to a polyphenol. And the fish oil industry separates the two. And that leaves the omega-3 vulnerable, sensitive to heat, and it experiences a lot of deterioration before it can ever reach the cell. And hence why we see those types of statistics. And the research supports that. However, when we get to the essential oil, we see something decidedly different. And my colleague Henrique is going to talk through the test shortly. So I'll just focus on some of the data. Across that 120 days of consumption of the Ascent oil, what we see is people going from this pro-inflammatory state where we see those raised levels of omega-6 to 3 to that anti-inflammatory state where we get beneath that 4 to 1. In beyond 95% instances, we see this change brought about. This is the most important fundamental switch we can make to the cell. At this level, we are starting to normalize the health status of the cell, controlling those inflammatory markers, and therefore better placing us with every other consequence of our potential health. So what we see here, so regardless of where a person started from, whether they were taking no omega-3 supplement, whether they were using something from that fish oil industry, once they commence their journey, that 120-day period, we see that change take place. We see those people achieve the level required to optimize the inflammatory status, to reduce those inflammatory markers and optimize the health of the cell. This is critical to our health. It's critical to our gut health, our brain health, our physiological well-being. And it's something that shifts our risk away from more chronic diseases and illnesses. So how does it do it? What's the magic within this formula? What makes it unique? And it is unique. Hence why I am now at Zenzino, to drive this further forward and to help to change the health of the world. Well, first of all, we have certified from Sustainable Aquaculture, Friend of the Sea, good quality fish that comprise the oil that makes it to the Ascent oil. Secondly, we have the Picual olives, pre-harvested, cold pressed, packed with polyphenols, 750 milligrams per kilogram versus the industry standard of 100 milligrams per kilogram. So we have quality. We have the two essential ingredients, component parts of the Ascent oil, which is the good quality fish that provide the oil. And then we have the high polyphenol packed phytonutrient oil, the olive oil, that is wrapping that up and acting as a chaperone, protecting that omega-3 as it goes through the stomach, enabling it to reach the cell. The olive oil alone acts as an anti-inflammatory, unleashing the omega-3 to take charge of the cell and further control those inflammatory markers, enhancing the quality and the status of the cell membrane. Simply off a dosage that's relevant to your body weight, 0.15 mil per kilogram, and this safely adjusts our omega-3 within 120 days. And it takes 120 days for our red blood cell count to turn over, and within that time, we can literally transform our cellular status and health. We have certified analysis with regards to the quality and the rigor that the product goes through before it reaches the market. So we know that it's safe. We know that it's effective. We sit on a database of over 600,000 dry blood spot samples. We can back up our figures that we reveal. And we know that through all of this process, we are changing health one cell at a time. By doing this, by simply adding this much of a daily routine of taking the essential oil, we enhance our health on multiple levels, our gut health, our psychological well-being, our mental state, starting to address some of those factors with regards to how we consume foods, and we genuinely engage and invest in prevention as a health rather than correction. I would now, at that point, having whistle-stopped through the Ascent Oil, the flagship product, I'm going to hand over. I believe Henrik is now going to talk to you next, but I'll hand back to you, Andrew. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Colin, for such insightful information. And I would like to invite our Chief Product Officer, Henrik Schultz. And please, Henrik, tell us how to measure if we really need this Ascent Oil and how to do it really effectively. Henrik, you are there.
Thank you very much for the introduction. And let me say that it has been a pleasure to be working with Zinzino since 2007 and have enjoyed this fantastic journey as we've moved on and gone from country to country, success to success. So let me see if I can. So I'm going to talk briefly about the balance test, the way of analyzing where you are and analyzing where you are after consuming the product for some time. So let me first introduce and say we are using a laboratory in Norway called Vitas Analytical Services. Why? Well, because they are among the biggest and the best and most professional laboratories, and they are totally independent, and they are being used by most pharmaceutical companies, universities, hospitals, and private companies like Zinzino, because they have the capacity and the ability to grow with us and being so very professional in the analysis. So before moving into the details, I'd like to take the opportunity to stress a few things, since this is a new market and a lot of new people looking at the test. First of all, we don't want any hand cream or grease on the hands because those contain fat, and we are analyzing fat. So wash your hand with warm water and soap. Then once you have pricked your finger and you have blood drop, do not touch at any time the filter paper because you still have fat on your fingers, and this is quite essential. I also like to point out, especially in India, where it was a warm climate, that when you open a test and find the aluminium pouch, which you're going to use for sending in the sample, there is a drying bag inside. It's absolutely crucial this one remains inside. Otherwise, you might jeopardize the blood sample and the results will be a little bit crazy. Then you put your sample card inside the metal pouch and then make sure you close it fully. We don't want it to be open and having oxygen coming in. So these are a few things that is going to make sure the analyze is going to be as good as it can be. Once you've taken the test and you've done this and put your sample into the aluminium pouch and then into the envelope and sent it off, we urge you to go straightly to the website, zinzinotest.com, and you can there register your code. And when you do that, we ask you kindly to inform us, where are you from? What country? What's your age, height, and weight? Have you consumed the product and so on? This helps us achieving a fantastic database with anonymous results, but still we can find out things like age and groups of children or adults and weight and so on, in order to do research and get even better products in the future. I also show you a few things there. It says activate notification. So you can type in your email or your telephone number if you want to. It's not required. It's an opportunity, and we will email you once your results have been, your blood has been analyzed and the results are ready to be viewed. There's also a possibility to add several emails or telephone numbers should you, for example, as a partner, like to be notified as well as your customer. So back to the test. So you pricked your finger, you have a drop of blood, and which you gently place at the test card in the circle. Once this arrives at Vitas laboratory, they punch out the circle, they put it into a glass vial, add the liquid, and then it goes into a chromatograph, which is an analytical instrument like a big computer. So what comes out? Well, it's a chromatogram, of course. And you can see the spikes, and the higher and the more wider they are, the bigger result of the fatty acids there is. And what we do is that we are measuring the percent value, and this is important to understand. We're not trying to measure gram or milliliters or anything like this in your blood. It's the percentage. How much of the EPA, the omega-3, is out of the total, the percentage. And you can see here we mark them in red and yellow and red and blue and so on. And that is how to calculate the size of the measurement. And then we can see as a percentage of the total. So again, talk about percentage. So we've got here a person who sent in a big drop and a small drop. And as you can see, AA, the omega-6, is 7.1% in the big drop, but it's also 7.1% in the small drop, even though it's a smaller content. And for example, when we are calculating the balance, the omega-6 free, this is how it works. So we take the 7.1 and divide it by 2.36 and we get 3, because there are 3 times more omega-6 than omega-3 in the blood. And we express that as a ratio, meaning 3:1. So in the balance test, we are measuring 11 fatty acids. 7 of those fatty acids are used to calculate mathematically 6 indicators. And the remaining 4, we are just giving you them as individual values. So once you complete the test and it's analyzed and you get notified, you will find out, for example, like this person. He or she is unbalanced, 12.9:1. There is something called a protection value, 0%. That's quite low. And we can see the other indicators which we calculated. And if we look and scroll down on the website, it will be more detailed. So the omega-6 free balance should be below 3:1. And you can see how it's calculated. The percentage of omega-6 divided by the percentage of EPA. We get the number 12.9 expressed as a ratio. Protection value. That is actually 3 scientific ways of describing if you are belonging to the group who are protected or not so much protected. If you have good values on the omega-6 free balance, that's 1/3. If you have a high omega-3 content, the omega-3 index, that's another 1/3. And then there is a way of calculating the total omega balance using all the fatty acids. And if you're good on that, that's also 1/3. All these 3s are connected together and giving values and should be above 90%. However, EPA, the omega-3, is central in all calculations. So if you're low on that, you're going to have low scores. And like this person, 0. And I'll come back to this in a second. Then we scroll down, we see the omega-3 index. All the science shows that if you are above 8%, you have minimized the risk of cardiovascular diseases, for example. And it's the EPA percentage plus the DHA percentage that we are calculating. We are also showing something called the mental strength index. Now, we are not actually measuring the mental status of your situation. What we are measuring is the combination of the omega-6 divided by the omega-3s. And this shows if you have an optimal fatty acid composition that is good for your brain. And your brain consists to a large extent of DHA and needs all the other fatty acids to function properly. So if we can find this in a blood cell, we can scientifically draw the conclusion your brain has an optimum situation. Then we have cell membrane fluidity. We need to have a soft cell membrane letting nutrients in and waste products out of the cell. And again, we are not measuring the cell membrane. We're looking for a situation in the blood. And if we can see that the saturated fats, palmitic acid and stearic acid, divided by the omegas, is in a certain composition, then we know it's the same situation in your cells and you have a good situation in your membrane. Then finally, we're showing the omega-6, the arachidonic acid. This one is needed to create inflammation processes to heal you if you're sick or if you fall down and hurt yourself and so on. So you need a certain amount of omega-6 in your system, between 6.5 and 9.5. And we just want to make sure that you're not too low and not too high. Finally, then, we are looking also on a table further down on the website where you can see all the values for comes from your analysis. And when you see the target values, these are the values found in huge populations in our database of people being in balance. So if you can reach our target values, you're reaching what the best people have in our database. And then you can see your value. And moving down on the list on the omega-3s, you can see the important EPA, the omega-3. This person only had 0.5%. This is extremely low. And to the far right, we are showing you the deviation in percentage, which is close to 87%. No wonder that this person has a protection index that is 0, because such a low value is going to create low values in all the calculations. So this person has an opportunity to increase the omegas in her system, and then most figures will be okay, and the indicators will be okay. So right now, for this short presentation, I'd like to end with stating we have over 630,000 fatty acid tests analyzed. It's the world's largest database by far. Nobody's even close. And when we make a statement about target values or what it is in the world, we can back it up with tons of scientific evidence. So now we rely on you, my friends in India, to help us achieve over 1 million tests very soon. I wish you all the best and good luck, and thank you very much for listening.
Thank you, Henrik. Such a great presentation. And I would like to invite our next speaker, I would say, captain of this fantastic Zinzino Extra super powerful boat, which is heading to Indian market. Please welcome with your applause our CEO, Dag Berheim Pedersen.
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, everyone, for participating. This is an amazing day for us in Zinzino. And it takes me almost 45 years back in time when my father, that every Sunday, he read books for me and my siblings. And we were reading, and he was reading a book about the road to Agra. And for those of you who knows that Agra is a place where Taj Mahal is, I believe, Mukesh, you can nod if that's correctly. And I think this family, they were struggling from this small village. And I remember this story pretty well because the family, this was about a girl and a family and her family. And then they were traveling from the small village to then Agra. And it seemed, and you know that Zinzino is kind of a family, and our journey to opening India has been a little bit like this. It has gone in 2.5 years. I don't think the family spent 2.5 years to get to Agra in the end, but the journey was struggles and then victory. Like today, like when we are now opening India, and I see there is 987 participants on this call, which is amazing. Tells me a lot about the potential in this business, and we're going to be in for the long run. I need to be, or I'm not, I would like to thank you, Jacob, thank the team, thank everyone that has been participating and pushing, and also to everyone that have been believing in us of making this journey, not to Agra, but to India. Thank you for being patient. I can assure you that this has probably been the most difficult kind of launch that we have had. because there is different regulations and different things that we need to apply for. Zinzino have a vision of inspiring people's, changing people's life. And we want to inspire health and wealth for customers, friends, and family. We are a little bit of a different direct sales company. Our customers is really high respected, to say it like that. That's one of those most important things that we do, is to sign up new customers. And you can see that in the compensation plan as well. We also have some 7 core values, which you can look into our website. But one of those core values is continuously improvements. And you will see that this is a soft launch where we are lacking a couple of things, and Jacob will go through some of those things, but we will add things along the journey. We're in it for the long term, and I can assure you that this family, we stick together. The Zinzino family, we stick together, and the journey is not over. This journey has just started. So by opening up India, I'm super proud of that. I'm looking forward to travel to India myself. I love the food, the culture, and everything. So when the lockdown and the pandemic is a little bit like on the lower end, and when we are allowed to travel, I would really looking forward to go over to New Delhi to be in meetings in person with all of you. And thank you, Henrik and Collie, for that amazing presentation, and also Örjan for his power session speech. And this is just the start. This is when things is moving. And thank you, Andrew, for hosting this. Back to you. Congratulations, everyone, for this victory.
Thank you, Captain, for leading us to the fantastic waters of India. I would like to invite our Chief Sales Officer for India, Mr. Mukesh Malhotra, and please share your vision. What will India look like in a couple of years or even months?
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you so much for meeting me 1 year back when you told me about Zinzino. And that's when the journey for me began for Zinzino. And thank you, Dag, for being there. And, you know, we as a family, we stuck together. We did all the compliances that were asked for us to do, and we're there now. What I would say is a big namaste from India. Welcome all of you to India. It's a big market. It's a market that we have been waiting for. And I have a few couplets in Hindi for my Indian friends, which I would say is, सबसे कहता हूँ कि तेरा इंतजार नहीं, पर हर शाम सोचता हूँ कि तू अब तक आया क्यों नहीं. तो दोस्तों, Zinzino India आ चुका है. We are live on the Indian map now. And this is an opportunity for you to sign up. Our warehouses are stacked. We are ready for you to fulfill all your orders. You can start placing your orders immediately. And here we would do all that. And for those who don't know me, I've been into direct selling for almost 30 years, no, 20 years plus. And it's been a journey where I have seen a lot of people grow. It's an industry I love, I deeply love. And I really see Zinzino as one of those companies which can really grow in this market. It's a huge market. It's a market which can really have those numbers in for Zinzino, which everybody is looking for. And thank you again to the whole panel, Jacob, Katrine, everybody across out there who trusted in us, and all the people who've been waiting for such a long time for us to enter this market. We're finally there. Thank you so much.
Thank you for that. And since you already heard that, we have a full warehouse of products. Yes, Mukesh? Yes, we have. So in order to help you or to clear out all this warehouse, we have ongoing campaigns, and please listen carefully. We have from the very start one of the main campaign which goes, so we have Ultimate Partner Kit campaign, which means that you as a partner are refunded for everything what you will invest into Zinzino business. There are some conditions. You have to buy Ultimate Practitioner's Kit, you have to stay on your active auto order, and you have to get 25 Premier customers at the end of 12 months. So if someone will ask you what kind of business opportunity is, they say they got even the financiation on everything. You get a 60% discount in the beginning, you're paying only 40%, and at the end of 12 months, you'll get all the money back if you will show the results. And we are there, of course, to show the results and clear out all the warehouse as soon as possible. We have also ongoing next campaign, which is for the month of April, which means you can get a 200% ECB in the monthly commission cycle in May. What does it mean? It means that all your credits will be tripled, not doubled, but tripled. Moreover, if you don't have ECB already earned, if you qualify in April, you will also switch on this ECB 100 ECB in April too. So guys, look into our back office, go through the exact rules of the campaign, but please remember, all April is for that, and please qualify because the May will be incredible, fantastic together with April. And we have one special campaign which is started from today. It's a Fast Star Silver double campaign, which means that instead of earning 150 paying points, which is about 40,000 rupees, you will earn about 27,000 rupees for becoming Fast Silver. You have to reach 375 credits in balance. You have to have 4 Premier customers, and of course, Zinzino for free kit on auto order. Dear partners, we have such an amazing 3 campaigns, and we are ready to rock and roll in this incredible Zinzino India market. And before we rock and roll, I would like to invite 3 leaders who were with us from the very beginning of the first thought about the Indian market. So please welcome on stage the Ib Nielsen, Black Ambassador, Katarina Sutherland, Ambassador, and Ria Kamras, our president. So Ib, I know that you are in those thoughts about Indian market already from 2017. I remember when there was the first Indian guys in one of our events, and I said to him, what is that? We are opening some Asian stuff or something like that. And I said, yes, India will be soon. So expectations and the feeling after 3 years of being with those thoughts. Ib, all words to you.
Yeah, it's crazy to think about. In August 2017, I was inviting Sunil Kumar and Ashipal to Gothenburg in Sweden. And that was basically when we started talking about India. And after that meeting, we decided, okay, maybe we should bring a better health to Indian people. And that was basically the background. That was what we want to do, bring the business and the product into India. We didn't know that it will take us 3.5 years. That is crazy long time, but I'm so proud for the people who's been waiting on that we're gonna be ready for India. Because I think Zinzino today is so much more ready than we was for 3.5 years ago. So that's why I think people joining today and really start building in India, they will see a totally different company to compare we did it in 2017. So that's why I have a huge expectation, because I've seen that in Europe, when people is coming into Zinzino, they are finding their home in Zinzino and they want to stay with us for the rest of their life. I think we're gonna see the same in India. And I'm really looking forward when it's gonna be possible for me to be traveling to India, doing events, doing trainings, just being around the team and being part of this growth we're gonna have in India. So that's why I'm really looking forward to the autumn, because I think it's gonna be possible to travel there.
Thank you, Ib. Katarina, I remember a couple of years ago, we were sitting in Bali and talking about India. Finally, we have India. And here we go, we have it finally there. Your feelings, your emotions about that. This is the day, this is today. Please share.
Namaste, India. I am so happy to finally be in India after all this waiting. And India is a great country, and a great country deserves a great product. And my expectations for India is high, and by 2021, in the end of the 2021 this year, me and my team aim to heal at least 50,000 people. And by 2025, we wish to improve minimum 5 lakhs people's life when it comes to by giving them good health and better wealth. And India is a big population, and I really like the people and the culture. And it will be so nice to generate a source of income for them, and at the same time make them bring them back into balance with our Ascent oil. And as a partner in Zinzino, you're never alone. We work as a team, and we will extending all our support to win as a team. And I will just leave you with one thought. When you always only think about yourself, that means I, and I stands for illness. But when you think about us, it means we, and we stands for wellness. So let's come together and let's inspire change in India.
Super. Thank you, Katerina. I'd like to add you that inspire change alive by bringing back health and wealth to 1 billion Indian people, probably, or it will be too much, Doc. Ria, you are the president in Zinzino, and you know, and I know that without a team, you cannot reach such high levels. And I know that you're also from the very first steps in India too, and you introduced one of the first person, and now 3.5 probably years after, we are here. What is the feeling and what is the expectation?
Well, as I learned from my dear sponsor, Ib, this business is based on trust and building relationship. And this duplication works really well, because when I met with Ajit Pal and Sunit Kumar, we spent lots of time. Personally, we met, I remember even in Hungary, in Budapest, we had nice dinner, Indian dinner actually, in this Eastern European country, and we started to get to know each other. And after a while, it turned out that we share common sense, and we have the same vision when it comes to people's health and wealth, and we started to share our best practice. And as time was getting a little bit closer for opening, obviously we had more and more meetings, and we have specific strategical plans. And my expectation is to help them and all the people who would like to join the business, who would like to join as customers, to learn the best from the best. And I believe we can work only together as a team. I'm really proud of the fact that I have several countries' leaders, and I believe in working together as one big team. And that knowledge we are going to share with each and every person who is ready. And I appreciate the commitment, the loyalty, and the time being spent with us, and being there, the trust that is going to happen. I don't know too many people who would do that the same way as our friends did, and I really appreciate that. And one thing they can be sure of, that I and my team always going to be there and back them up. And we all want to have the same, to have a great brand and image in the Indian market for Zinzino. And I think it's very important that we support each other as a family. So I'm very excited, I must say.
Thank you very much, all those fantastic leaders. From my side, I would like to also thank from all of you also for the huge patience we had from all the field which is in India, because some of them were waiting for 2.5 years, some of them for 1 year, some of them for 3.5 years. And this will be amazing. Thank you very much. And let's move on further on. I would like to invite our next speaker, which is our Chief Marketing Officer, Gabriela Helmer. Are you here, Gabriela?
I am here. Thank you so much.
All words to you. Thank you very much for being there with us.
Thank you so much. I would like to share some slides with you about our brand, because as for you, I would like to say a warm welcome, India, from the marketing department. So we are also very, very happy that this is the D-Day where we finally launch, because it has been an amazing work put together from the whole company to make this happen today. And since you all are part of the Zinzino community today, I would like to give you only a few overviews about the most important things you should remember after today about being part of the brand as one of our brand ambassadors, because we all are brand ambassadors. As already so many of you mentioned, Darkman named it before, and also some of you, I'm so happy. We have talked about our vision. It's inspire, change, and life. It's our big dream, what we want to accomplish together, because we want to inspire millions of lives to get a better health and, of course, also prosperity. And you will be part of this community when you join us. Our brand vision is to build a global health and wellness company where we focus on test-based and scientifically proven nutrition. That's the core business concept. And we work a lot on preventative health, because that's a mega trend. There will be a lot of marketing material available for you to use it and utilize it in order to show your prospects how we can leverage on this. When we talk about our brand, so then we build up the cornerstones of our brand, and that is like the foundation, what we are proud of. So Zinzino is a brand, a Scandinavian brand, which provides premium nutritional supplements, skincare, and lifestyle products. It's defined by our Scandinavian heritage, which we're really proud of. Our Norwegian formulations, which you will find on our packaging soon, and our amazingly sourced natural ingredients. And for you, you know already that the concept, which we call balance oil in most of the market, is called Ascent oil in your market in India. It's the same product, but it's a different name and slightly different. So we are proud when it comes to the four cornerstones being Scandinavian, that our core concept is about test-based and scientifically proven nutrition, that we have a premiumness, what we show in our packaging and everything we do, the premium brand and high quality products. Finally, I just want to show you a little practical slide, because now when you're joining us and you start selling, of course, you should utilize our social media channels. Here we have the partner pages on Facebook that are closed groups. So that's the Team Zinzino India for the Indian market. And we have the overall global Team Zinzino official account. Here we will share all the partner news, campaigns, event, and a lot of recognition. So you should join these groups immediately today. For our customers, we have the official Facebook page, which is the open page where we promote all our products and news about our business. We have the Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, and LinkedIn accounts. So maybe you should just do everything and just join them all. So we are so happy and proud to be part of this. And you will get more information about our brand and what you should know from the practical side of marketing in a separate send out per email later today with the facts about what you should know, all information which makes you hopefully successful when you open now your business. That's everything from my side. I would like to thank you. And I would like to hand over to my wonderful colleague, Jacob Sparker, who is the Chief Operation Officer, who has really worked hard on this launch. So thank you and namaste from me.
Thank you, Gabrielle, and thank you for this beautiful presentation. I'm going to myself have a short presentation as well. Hello, everyone, and welcome to India, I must say. It has taken some years, as some of you already mentioned. But finally, we are here, and I'm so happy that we finally reached this day. As some of you mentioned, it has taken almost 3 years. But as one of my good friends mentioned, hey, in these 3 years, many companies have started, but also have disappeared from India. So we are here for the long run, and that's what I want to give you as a message from my side. And me, the whole team, everyone here in Zinzino has really done everything we can to finally achieve this day. And sometimes dreams come true. we found finally our slide edge. You know, every daily action that you take and every small tools which we will work on every day for the last couple of days will result in a successful end. And in this case, that's how we did our path to India. And again, nobody more excited and more happy than me that we finally are there. This is our update from our side, and I can already tell you that the Censinno.com, the official website, and the CencinoTest.com is already out there, so you can already choose your country, in this case India, in the menu, choosing it's in English language, so that's good. Obviously, we are working on doing other languages as well, but we will start with English. The test that you are going to take is a test that has an envelope with an address in India. So you will send your address and the test result to an address in India, and we will take care of the rest, getting it to Vitas in Oslo, Norway. You can find all the Indian web shop in English, both for partners and customers at Censinno.com, and all transactions are made under the Censinno Health Products India Private Limited, because we have obviously a company based in Delhi. All invoices will be calculated in Indian rupee. The products that we have a lot of products in our company, but the ones that we are going to launch with in India is our Ascent Oil, the 300 milliliters and the 100 milliliters, the Ascent Oil Plus. And in the 300 milliliters, we have the three tastes of orange, lemon, mint. We have lemon, and we have grapefruit, lemon, and lime flavors, I want to say. And we have, of course, our balance test. That's our key product. And you already got a lot of information from Colin and my colleagues, Colin and Henrik, who did a brilliant presentation. And to see all the Censinno products available for partners and customers in India, just take a look at the partner price list in the file library under partner material, or visit the web shop. And again, it's already there. I'm also involved in logistics, and I can share with me the nice news that we are working in India together with DHL and obviously their partner Blue Dart. Our products will be delivered by DHL and Blue Dart and will be home delivered. We have a transit time of around 10 working days, obviously depending on where you live in India, a huge market. And our warehouse is in Mumbai in the south of India. And you see also here the freight cost for the home delivery. So we have the customer Premier and partner kits, they all cost 800 rupees. The subscription orders will be 400 rupees per month, and we deliver every second month. The web shop orders are 800 rupees, the partner kits 800, and the partner out orders also 800 per month for delivery every month, and 400 is for delivery every second month. And the one thing that we haven't yet in place is our payment providing. So what you can do at the moment, and I hope it will just take us a couple of weeks, but what you can do for the moment is to pay for the products through the direct bank account. So you will receive, as a partner or a customer in India, you will receive an email invoice, just pay that through your bank and you will get the products. The one thing that we haven't, that we're not able to release yet is the payment gateway where you will be able to pay with Visa and MasterCard. But I hope in a couple of weeks, we're working very hard on that will be ready. And that's the only thing that we haven't got in place yet. As Mukesh mentioned, also welcome to the family, Mukesh. I'm so happy that you are here with us in India. We've had a lot of help from you during this couple of last months. And as Mukesh mentioned, the warehouse is stocked up with a lot of products, so you can just go ahead and order. And having been in this, let's say, in this setup of Censinno in India, which took a long time, I can't thank a lot of people enough for contributing this. I have been so often on events, live events while we still had them, and also Zoom events where I just, promised all of you that soon we are there. And finally, today, the 6th of April, 2021, we are actually there, opening India. And teamwork here is the key. So many of our employees have been involved in the India launch because, as you mentioned, Gabrielle, I've been starting with this and promised the market this beautiful country, but I couldn't do that without the help of many people here inside the company. And I want to start thanking my colleagues from the business development team, together with a dear colleague from me, Jose Villar, who helped me a lot with all these things that needs to be done before we can actually open a new market. We have the product team, as you saw from Henrik and Colin, who Henrik is leading that, and he has a great team around him to make sure that the products are registered in the proper way. The marketing team from you, Gabrielle, did an amazing job with all the material. The IT team, of course, led by Daniel, a colleague of mine, that has been making sure that India is finally out for you guys to do business there. And also a team where I'm a little bit involved in, but actually my dear colleague Jonna is the one that has the lead of that and made it sure that we can actually ship within India together with DHL. So thank you all for that. Of course, I want to thank you both, Ajit Pal and Sunit Kumar. I would say the pioneers from India. You mentioned them already, Ib, and they were the ones that came here to the office 3 years ago, August. I think you mentioned August 2017. And of course, it has been a long time. It has taken us a long time to launch India. But when you mentioned it, I was thinking that it felt actually like today when they were here. And I'm so happy that you are also here on the team. Mukesh, I already mentioned you. Thank you for all of that as well. I want to also mention Ravinder, Ritesh, Rajinder for being so patient with being here with us. Same goes for you, Madhusudan. And I'm so happy that you guys are still here because and all the messages, I went through all the messages I got from some of you in Messenger, in WhatsApp, and in the regular text SMS. When are we going there? Are we there? And still many people have sent to me yesterday, are we really opening tomorrow? And I said, yes, we are really opening tomorrow. So I'm very happy with that. Thank you also, Andrew, for hosting this. And you've also been patient, and you have a lot of good things, but patience is not one of them, but you have been patient in this case. So thank you for that. And I probably forget some more, but thank you all who's been involved in this setup of the beautiful country of India. And again, really hoping that we get good sales here. Finally, we are there. And before I'm going to end this, I want to invite you to take you to one of my dear colleagues, who is Katrine, the head of support, and she will take you through her part of this cake, which is India. So thank you all, and see you hopefully live in India. Thank you.
Thank you, Jacob. Thank you very much for that presentation. And thank you, Liz. And do we have a celebration here today? Amazing day. We have been waiting for that for so long time. And also my team is growing, believe it or not, as we are opening a new country today. So welcome, Indian support. You find the contact information here, the phone lines, the email addresses, both for our partners and our customers. And you all will get the privilege to talk to my assistant team leader, Lalita, already today. I know that you are on this meeting. Lalita, please welcome to Zinzino family.
Thank you, Katrine. First of all, I would like to talk in my mother's language. Vanakkam, Namaste, Antariki Namaskaram, and very good evening and warmest welcome to everyone here today. So I am Lalita, working as an assistant team leader for India market based in Malaysia. I am honored and excited to be a part of Zinzino family, and I strongly believe that I can contribute my full skill and knowledge towards the successful growth of Indian market. So I'm wishing you all success and thank you very much for the opportunity. Jai Ho, thank you.
Thank you, Lalita. So nice for you to join today. You and me, we have talked a long time for this, waiting for this day, and the day is here. It's great celebration. As you know, the sun goes up from east and sets in west. So when Lalita ends a working day, the global support in Gothenburg takes over the phone lines. So you partners, customers, you are always receiving help from us. So always welcome to contact our global support as well. As Jacob mentioned, the window is open. The partner and customers registration is open. So please log in, type zinzino.com, find the partner web and the customer web, check out the products and do the registration. Very welcome. If you need any support, we are here to support you. Don't hesitate to contact us. For customer registration, choose the product, fill out the address, and fulfill the registration. Do remember to tick to receive the newsletter and the special offers from Zinzino, from company. For partner registration, there are some local rules we need to follow. And I hope Mr. Mukesh is here still with us on this webinar. Can you please go through what are the specific rules and regulations for partner registration in India?
Thank you, Catherine. Thank you for the support that we're getting from you and your team. Yes, for partners, one of the key things that we would need is the the permanent account number, the PAN number, as what we call in India. That's something that we would validate at the very first step while they're registering at zinzino.com. And then at the back end, when they go into the back end, they could then give us their other details like their Aadhaar cards and your bank details and other things, because we don't want the form to be very complicated. We want it to be a smooth process. For people who are signing up as business, we would need them to actually give their GST numbers so that proper GST deductions can happen across out there. And out there, we would be actually requiring their SIN numbers. That's the company identification number, on which we would be again validating the company details across of those individuals. So these are the little things that when people are signing up, they should remember to always have with them. The PAN number is the key, and for individuals and for companies, the SIN number. Over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Mukesh. Thank you for that information. And I know that you are always around whenever we get, we need additional information or check something with you. And as you already talked about a little bit of the commissions, we will receive more information soon about that as well. But if partners want to withdraw the commission earnings, there are more validation needs to be done, but it's very smoothly uploaded in the back office, on the partner's back office. Compensation plan, my favorite book still, between 8 and 5 during working days. This is available in file library for you to download and read and study how to work and how to earn the commission in Zinzino. You also see additional information regarding when you withdraw money from your web account, when the day is that we will hope and will happen soon. Yes, there are so much I can talk about, what questions we receive, how we can help you. But the important thing is that today is the day we open India Celebration Day, and we are here to support you, and we do the work together with you. on the field and the whole companies in Zeno. So looking forward at what already today will bring to us. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Katrine. So we have support, we have full warehouse of fantastic product and tests. So what we have left, of course, we have to know how to work in a field, what we have to do in order to earn huge commissions and help a lot of hundreds or millions of people to get back their health. And I would like to show you the video where we will explain how to earn from the commissions in Zinzino. Please go ahead.
How to start your business in India. I'm so excited to be here with you today. We're going to run through this very quickly so that you get a broad overview. First step is that you select a partner kit. We've got an option of 3 different ones. What you see on the top here is the credits that is generated from each kit. This is very important because this is how you calculate your commissions later on. We've got the mini kit at 8,500 rupees and 10 credits. We've got the Better Balance kit at 21,000 rupees, a 41% discount and 25 credits. And then we've got the Ultimate Practitioners Partner Kit at 88,500 rupees, a 60% discount, and it generates 125 credits. But if this is ordered the very day a partner starts, you also get a 25 credit bonus on top of that for a total of 150 credits. This also comes with a loyalty refund. So as soon as you get 25 customers, we will refund you the 88,500 credits, and you've got a full 12 months to make this happen. So all the products that you got in kit, you can retail the oil, you can retail the test, you can make money on that, and still after 12 months, we will make a complete refund to you if you reach 18 and have 25 Premier customers on your account. The next step is that you sign up for the monthly auto order. Do this with every partner that comes into your team, because this releases and unlocks the ability to get the fast start bonuses for you and also for the people in your team. So everyone should be on the auto order. You also get included in 5,200 rupees a month. You get our Zinzino mobile app, you get our GoCore app, you get a powerful back office, and of course you get 1 Ascent oil every month, and it generates 10 credits to the uplines. Then the first step is get your products for free. As soon as you have 4 Premier customers that is paying the same as you're paying, you will immediately get your products delivery for free every month. This goes for our Premier customers and also for our partners. Be aware that a partner needs to generate 40 credits from your customers to be able to get your own product order that generates 10 credits for free every month. Over here, where I live in Europe, I live in Norway, most of our partners is already getting their products free every month, and thousands of customers is also getting their products free every month. You can start part-time or you can go full-time. We're brand new in your marketplace, so you should start working really hard from day one and then have a plan to go full-time as quickly as possible. One of the things that I love is that you can work out of your home, or of course you can also work out of an office. Choose the people that you want to work with across India, in every single state, but also in the 91 countries that we have around the world. And then you can create residual income as your customers buy every month, and as your partners, so your team members, customers are buying every month, you will be making an income back from the company for doing that, called residual income. The compensation plan, how to earn money. Well, if you look at it from customers, and this quite unique with Zinzino is that we've got a very strong customer focus, a very strong customer plan. You don't have to change. You can be yourself, and then you share the products. But of course, over time, you will grow. So you'll become more knowledgeable about the Ascent oil. You'll become more knowledgeable about our test. So that's good, because then you get more customers. And then to build a team, you don't have to change. You can be yourself, and then you share the business. You've got a whole upline support structure on sharing that business. And over time, again, you want to become more knowledgeable and grow into a leader. If you now look at how do you get paid in compensation plan, well, for every premier customer you get a cash bonus. That's customers. That's not people signed up in the business. Number two, the fast start bonuses. Well, that's a combination of getting customers personally and signing people into the team. Number three, the team bonus is from when you have 25 or more personal customers, you get a team bonus every single month on top of all of the other bonuses. Then you have the one-time bonuses, number four, which is when you rank advance in the business. Number five, team commission, you paid every week. This is the biggest part of your income to start with. Then number six, phone bonus for executives. Number seven, car bonus for diamonds. And number eight, customer acquisition bonus, paid weekly for everyone, for every new customer and new partner that comes into your team. Volume bonus, paid weekly for the top leaders, number 9. And number 10, the mentor bonus, what you get on your own personal enrolled partners. But number 10 has to be specifically qualified for, and that happens in the first step, becoming Smart Bronze, which is by getting 4 premier customers within the first 30 days on the Ascent oil. I prefer to get them with the test. It's not needed, but I prefer to do it with the test. Then you qualify to become Smart Bronze. It's a 9,000 rupee payout. You get 10% cash commission for every sale that you make. And totally, you've now made an estimation of 18,000 rupees. Plus, you qualified for a 5% mentor bonus on everyone that comes into your team when you personally enroll them. 10% for everyone in your team that you're personally enrolling that also managed to become Smart Bronze. So don't spend 30 days on Smart Bronze. Do it in 3 days. Take action immediately. Move out, get people tested, get them on the Ascent oil, and get 4 customers as quickly as possible. Fast Silver is when you start building a team, A and B, C and D. You generate 375 credits within the first 30 days. You saw the kits in the beginning. A mini kit generates 10 credits. The most sold, the best-selling customer subscription will generate 14 credits. But the big practitioner kit was 150 credits. So 2 practitioner kits, 4 of the Ascent oil subscriptions with the test, and you've already got your 375 credits in there. Fast Silver bonus, 13,500 rupees, including all the commissions you'll make, it's 18,000 rupees. Now look at the ECB 100% bonus. What does that mean? Well, it means that if you qualify for this and you've got 30 days, you can make it in 3 days. As soon as you make it, you will get a double payout of all the credits from personal customers, customers in the team, and from all the partner kits enrolled by you and everyone in your team. This is genius. You have to qualify for it. Next Buzzard bonus, you've got 60 days to get 6 more premier customers, so a total of 10, and you become X-Team Express. You get paid 13,500 rupees as a bonus. In total, with the cash bonus, you make 27,000 rupees. If you miss the ECB when you qualified, or you miss qualifying Fast Silver, you now have a second chance of getting the ECB. That is so important in our compensation plan to have the ECB. So you need to run fast, 60 days to hit this. Everyone can do it. Make sure that you do it and everyone in your team is doing it as well. Now I'm going to stop for a second and just talk about customers, creating a customer career. You can do that instantly. You can make full-time income from only getting personal customers. When you've got 25 premier customers on the Centoil in your team, you get paid 20% cash commission for every new customer you get, but you also get an annualized average income of 160,000 rupees a year. Plus, we double the residual credits in your team with RCB. If you move up to Pro Team, so that's 50 customers, you know at 25% on each new sale that you do, and you make 280,000 rupees per year. As a top team with 100 personal customers, you get 30% on the cash commission. So every sale that you do is 30%. You already make 500,000 rupees a year, but now you get a one-time bonus paid over 25 months. That is 900,000 rupees. That's a lot of commission. In fact, on the first 100 customers, when you qualify for this, you keep them active for 25 months. We've paid you 100% commission on the initial sales. Then you've got top team 200 customers. You get 30% commission on every new sale that you make. You make 1 million rupees a year, and you get an annual trip for 1 week to somewhere in the world to a luxury 5-star resort together with all the other leaders in the company. When you get more than 200 customers, you keep on adding more annual income, plus you can qualify for more trips. You can qualify for a trip every year. Those that are building a team, well, they will be focusing on duplicating silvers. A silver is when you have 750 credits total in your team, including credits from your own customers, which is placed 50-50 between your left leg and your right leg. And then you have all the customers and partners, new and old, that is generated from your team. So you've got 750 credits plus 10 active customers, then you're an active silver. That's the building block that we want to make, because this partner is making a monthly average income of 15,000 rupees. As soon as possible, as you saw, there is a lot of money in having personal customers. As soon as possible, build to 25, because that gives you the refund if you started with a big kit, and it also gives you RCB, residual credit bonus. You double everything that is in your auto orders, all your subscribe and save customer, premier customers. That bonus is double. So I'm going to look now at what happens when you duplicate silvers in your team. Well, first step is if we have 4 silvers. So let's say there is 2 on the left side, 2 on the right side, 4 silvers. Now you become an executive. You generate 3,000 credits on a monthly basis, and your total income, or the commission that you get paid, is 45,000 rupees as an average, plus 18,000 rupees as a phone bonus, a total of 63,000. A lot of you will see that as a new executive, you can make 100,000 rupees a month at this level. And all you've done is to create 200 people using the Ascent Oil in the depth of your team and between your personal customers. When we build 4 people in the teams, let's say it was the 2 same on left, but 2 people downline in your team that became executive, then you become a diamond. You generated 12,000 credits. You now have 750 people using the product, and the commission is now estimated to be 270,000 rupees a month, plus a 90,000 rupee a month car bonus. The total income is 360,000 rupees per month. This is the level that you want to run to and become as fast as possible. The key to the leadership in Zinzino is create as many executives and diamonds in your team as possible. Now, let's create 4 diamonds in your team. You become a crown, 48,000 credits in balance, an average of 3,000 customers for our crowns, and your income is over $1 million a month, 1,080,000 rupees per month. This is not the ceiling. This is when you can start expanding your team all throughout India and also globally to 91 countries. The business potential is enormous. Look at this, come to Crown, you earn incentive trips every year. If you continue to Royal Crown, you go up another 400,000, Black Crown, another 400,000, Ambassador, another 400,000. And remember, these are averages, and you can build all the way up to President, making 4.5 million rupees a month, or even Global President at 10 million a month. The income potential is enormous, and we believe that India will be the first 1 million customer country in Zinzino. The timing is perfect for you. I'm just saying that up front. And business is all about timing. Zinzino started back in 2005. We developed our customer model. We developed the product. We expanded throughout Scandinavia. Then from 2015, moving forward, we expanded throughout Europe. And now from 2020 going forward, we're expanding throughout the world. So we're in 37 official markets. And now India will be added to that. We have a goal of reaching 1 million customers by 2025, and we are growing every single year. So be aware, we will get to 20 million customers, one day to 100 million customers. So the timing to start is perfect right now. So either you choose to become a customer, get the lowest possible prices on the product, you can share them with family and friends and get them free, and you can collect points to get free shipping. Or you make your dreams come true. You become a Zinzino partner. The potential for long-term residual income is there. You can earn lifestyle rewards, incentive trips. You earn free product samples. You can work from home, and you can get all of your products free. You don't need to pay anything for any of our systems. As soon as you have your 4 customers in the Zinzino for Free program, it is free. And then you can bring health and wellness to your family, to your community, around India, and one day around the world. I hope that you enjoyed this presentation, and I hope that you take immediate action today to sign up, get on the product, get tested, use the oil every day, and eventually start making money. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Orion, for such a great presentations. You will be able to find this presentation on Zinzino TV from tomorrow. Also, I would like to encourage you, as Gabrielle already did, to join all the groups and especially Team Zinzino India, where already tomorrow at 9 p.m. Indian Standard Time, we'll have a presentation how to make the first steps and what to do, how to start this business in a bit more detailed manner. And for our last speaker, I would like to invite Mr. One-Star Global President, our very own founder of the Zinzino company, Orion Saleh. Please welcome on the stage.
Thank you, Andrew, and thank you to everyone that has participated. As you can see by now, Zinzino is truly a 5-star opportunity. It's the best of the best that you could ever imagine when you're going to start your business in India today. Yes, it's soft launch. Yes, there will be a lot of progress. But what I want you to realize is that in every country which we have officially launched, we have already successful people in every single one of them. In every continent that we've launched, we've gotten
Hi, Orion. We don't
and
hear.
also Cherry Lee. So we today have many people that are presidents in this company. So when you look at that overview of what's the potential, we already have people that have achieved it. And you're in the largest population-wise country in the world. So your opportunity is just enormous. The investments that you make, they like people that came into our company 15 years ago, and 15 years ago, we were such a small company. We have a panelist today of 18 people, and we have 1,000 people in this room. At the peak, we were 1,000 people at this Zoom. I wish it was live with you in India, and we would have had such a great day together, but at least we're live here at Zoom. But 1,000 people in the room. When we kicked off this company, when we have events in 2006 and 2007, well, 18 people was a big event for us. So it will start in the small, also in India, but then it will grow and we will become the #1 company in all of the markets. You might ask why. And I would just point out, you've met some of our management team today. We've had, of course, top of the list in India would be Mukesh. He is there to take care of the business, expand it, but also to hire new people as we expand, establishing the company in every region across India. You've met Lita, I think it's how we say it. I'm sorry about that. We haven't had the chance to meet in person yet, but she's going to be there supporting you and your team and your customers. And we will expand that division as we get new partners. You've met, of course, our CEO, Doug. He has been here with us. You met Dr. Collins. You met Henrik. You met Gabriella. You met Jacob. You met Katrine. You met all of these different people, but that's a small part of the big team of Zinzino in the management. And then you met some of the partners in the team, those that are providing the day-to-day training, the day-to-day presentations, those that will be working with you in the upline. And of course, Andrew has been with you here the entire time and you've seen him. I think he is the only one that has been shown here more times than me today. So I'm glad I at least had one. Hilde was supposed to do a presentation as well. She'll come back next time and do it. But you also met Ib. You met Ib has been with the company since 2005. You met Ria. She's the president's team already. You met Katarina, which has been also with us from the very beginning. And we're ready to go and work with you. And then in the field already, I know we have people like Apijat that I know. We have got Sunit that I know, Rajinder, people that I've been working with for some of them 2 or 3 years, some of them just a few months. And there is lots of other ones that I've met from the field, and they will be there together with you, strengthening what we do. So what is the 5-star opportunity that we have? Well, it's the management team, then it's the team leadership, and it's the purpose for doing it, that we do it because we want to help people. We want to better people's health. We want to better people's health. And we also give back with a strong focus on charity, not only from the company side, but all of the key leadership in the organization is every year giving to our schools, making sure that we give back to society. Then we've got a step-by-step system. When you launch your Zinzino business, and this is a very big clue, because when you launch your business, you don't have to do everything yourself. I remember 28 years ago when I launched the business that I first got involved in direct selling. I enjoyed it so much because I didn't have to come up with everything. The product was there. The test is here already. The most brilliant concept in the world you get started with. I wasn't that fortunate, but the marketing material is there. The website is there. We do today have just bank payments, but in a few weeks, we'll also have credit card payments. Everything is there. You can pick up the phone. You can call, talk to somebody. You can get help to go through the back office. You've got everything in place. You've got a full system. There is a mobile app, there is an educational app, there is a powerful back office that opens up as soon as you get your kit. Then we've got a brilliant compensation plan. 50% of everything, so 50% of everything that we sell goes back to the partners in the field. It's really something amazing. When you start somebody, and we're going to do a training on this tomorrow, and I said to Andrew that you have to do this because this is like so good that I don't know if I can talk about it even. But when you get your 4 first customers on this, 7,500 rupees to start, they get an oil and a test, and they start, and then they get a monthly delivery for 6 months with oils. 7,500, including the VAT or the GST, maybe you call it in India, including everything. You sell 4 of those, and you make, I think it's a total of 12,000 or no, 11,600 rupees you're making commission for selling 4 of those. That's a 44.6% commission that goes back to you when you do that first fast start step. That's amazing. Your upline gets paid in addition to that. So you will understand that in our compensation plan, with the fast start bonuses and the 9 other ways to getting paid, we share back an enormous amount with the field partners so that they can go out and become successful. And by the way, Hilde and I, we are co-founders of the company. We have the majority shareholding in the company, or the largest part of the shareholding. But we get all of our money from the commissions in the field because we work as partners. As you can see, our rank or title is 1-star global president. But on the top of the list of the 5-star opportunity, it's always comes down to the product, because a business never becomes bigger than its product. It's just how it is. And with 1.5 billion people, the need for getting in balance, the need for the Ascent oil is so dramatic. We've seen test results coming back. Dr. Collins showed you the good test results, which was based on a draft from the European database. When we get the Indian data and we start sharing those are shocking. It's really a population out of balance, and we need to do something about it. And when people get on this product combination, it's absolutely amazing what happens in their body. As I told you to begin with, the reason why we brought in this product was because I got my health back. And what's more brilliant or what's more sexy than working with something that gives people their health back, or working with something that prevents people from getting problems in the first place? That's what makes me so excited every day. So I can't wait to have you receive your first oil, start taking it, start getting the result, start sharing the stories of all the good things that is going to happen. So what to do now? Take a look at those campaigns. Go to the back office, download them, get them from your upline, get them from the people that invited you on this Zoom today, and then take massive action. The first action step is get your kit. The next action step is get 4 customers so that you get them in and on the product as well. So you have your little test group of people, then start enrolling people in your team. Share the news, take action on it, run with that double fast silver campaign. And the vision, where are we gonna go? Where will Zinzino be a couple of years from now? Well, we will grow from 360,000 customers as we have today to over 1 million customers. But more importantly, where will India be 5 or 10 years from now? Well, I believe that India will be the first 1 million customer country in the Zinzino portfolio. And you will be a significant part in us reaching 20 million customers in 2035 and 100 million customers by 2050, making it the largest health and nutrition company in the world, and by far the largest company within the direct selling industry. And you're in it from the very day, from the very beginning, and you can talk about this Zoom 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and I can't wait to hear your story. As I'm sitting in the audience on the front row, and you walk up those stairs, you get on that stage, you claim the microphone, and you tell your story on how you started, changed your life, and then 5 years later, 10 years later, became a Zinzino rock star. Because that's what you're on your inside, and in our leadership development program or personal development program, we make those seeds of greatness that is inside of you sprout so that the world can see them and that you can enjoy the life that comes from the strength that you have inside of you. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you for hosting. Thank you for everyone listening in. We're so happy to announce the soft launch of India.
Thank you, everyone. One reminder for everyone. Thank you, Orion. And please contact, if someone send you this link, exactly the person who sent you that. Please don't send the emails to support. They are there to serve us, but please contact those persons who did that for you, where you get this link from, where you get this information from. And thank you very much, everyone, for being there with us. All the leaders, all the panelists, all the support we will have in the future. Thank you, and let's rock and roll in this fantastic night. Bye-bye.